Hey guys, the box thing, the box that I showed you. Alright, so I kind of put it on and it got smudged. That's why you have to be sure to wait long enough for it to dry. I didn't do that. I smudged it. I'm stupid. Okay. So if you have nail polish on, I already took mine off. Put on some of this to take it off. I put on CVS Nourishing Polish Remover. This one has chemicals in it. But there are some of these that don't have chemicals in it, and the ones that don't have chemicals in it, they take longer to take off, but they're safer. But I have the ones with chemicals. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna be teaching you today how to make like a pretty heart with the background, of course. Okay, so if you don't have this, you should be putting on this. It's like this clear coat that keeps your nails nice. Okay, so I'm only gonna put the heart on one hand, but you could put on whatever hand one finger. You could put on like all the fingers. That might be a little much. Okay, so I use this. I also have this other one, this Color Stay Revlon, Always On Sealant, or however you say it, sealant. That's the one I use. Okay, but it didn't have enough in it, so I used this one. This one doesn't have a name. Okay. So now I'm going to go on to my sparkly silver. It's called Revlon. It's metallic. It's called metallic. It's number 860. And I got mine in CVS. It's Top Speed. Revlon 860 metallic. Okay. So, first what you're going to do is you're going to apply this onto every finger. Make sure you put it on nice and you don't get too much around your finger. Like I know some people, they smudge it all over the finger and it's just very hard to get off. This nail polish, just metallic, is hard to get off because of all the sparkles it has in it. It really looks like silver sparkles. It says metallic. I don't know. These are crazy names. Okay. So, you can put it on each hand once, like one time. Once you're done putting it on every single finger on one hand, don't go on to the next hand yet. It should be dry enough for you to go back to the first finger. So it should look like this, very thin and stuff. You should go back to the first finger and put the silver on again, a second coat. Second coat should keep it nice. And like, not hard, but like, okay, so what just happened to my finger is I put it on and it went to the very, very bottom, like it all smudged down. That usually means you have too much on that finger because it's smudging down to the bottom, or that you're not spreading it enough so it's all staying at the bottom. You need to make sure that you spread your nail polish around and don't clump it all up. Okay, after you're done with that, you should have something. Actually, it should look exactly like this. All these fingers should be painted like a metallic-y, silvery color. Okay. After you do that, you want to dry because you can't apply this. This brush is Hurricane. It's nail art thin brush. It doesn't really say what it is. It's just white. Yeah, it's just white. Okay. So what I do is I put the white, I put like the heart on, which finger should I put it on? That one or that one? This one. I'm going to put the heart on this finger. I make it towards myself, like the humps. You know, the little humps to the heart. I make that towards the top, like towards here. I make the humps up there. Okay. So what you do is you're going to take this, your Hurricane White Thin Brush. Make sure this is dry before you put this on, otherwise it just ruins. And then you have to do it all over again, and then you're just wasting. Okay. So, make sure you don't take too much of this out or it smudges. A good technique is to go around this, like the little bottle, and go like in a circle, and it takes some of it off. If you see a clump forming on one of this, you need to wipe it, otherwise a big clump forms on this. This should not be the hardest thing, but not be the easiest. It's definitely harder than doing the regular stuff. Okay, so what you do is I always start with the right side. 1 second, I'm gonna put a little more in. Okay, so this finger, I put one hump towards the top. One of those humps. And then after I'm done with the hump, I go diagonally down. So I have one side of the heart. See? One side of the heart is done. See, the hump is towards the top? Okay, now, I dip my brush in again, around the corners. Okay, so now I go the other way. I do the hump. The hump might be harder on this side because you can't really go around. So I make a little triangle thing because I can't go around. And then I make the diagonal line to form a perfect heart. I don't know if you can really see it. Right there, perfect heart. I don't color it in because then it gets messy. If you like to, you can, but it's already colored in with the metallic. I mean, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. You do not need to go over this twice. It stays there. Make sure you don't smudge it though. Now, you're going to take it and you're going to take the metallic, the Revlon metallic, and you're going to paint your next nail. Like the other side of your nail. After you're done doing that, you could either do the same finger, either with the heart, you could do the same finger, or you could do a different finger. So I did the ring finger on my left hand. I could do the thumb on my right. I think that'd be pretty if you do 2 different fingers for the heart, because if you do the same thing over and over and over, it just gets boring. Make sure you don't clump this again. So you go over it once. I'm going to reteach this to you. Go over it once. See, I'm a righty, so it's hard for me to paint with my left hand. Try not to get so much on the sides. See, I get things on the sides, always. So what I do at the ending is I take, I didn't put this on. I'll put it over it now. If you forget to put this on, before you put the nail polish on, put it on after you put on the 1 coat of nail polish. And then once you put on the 2nd coat, you can put it on again. Okay, I'm almost done. Sorry, I feel bad. I'm making you wait. And wait. And wait and wait and wait. It's just awkward. Look at my socks. They're so ugly. Okay. So now once you have this hand on, you see this? Okay. Now I need to take this out and put a 2nd coat on. Remember, you don't want any clumps. The heart is probably very easy to do for a lot of people. If you haven't done a heart before, if you haven't done it like with the hand you write with, like your stronger hand, and you aren't able to get it, I wouldn't do it with both hands because it's much harder on the second hand you do it on because you're not as strong with it. That's just my advice. I mean, you don't have to do that, but I would do that. Okay, now once I finish this, I have this heart here, so this hand's done. Now I'm doing this hand. Wait for it to dry. I just put on the 2 coats. Now I'm going to take my Hurricane White. I'm going to go around in this circle thing. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to make the 1 hump. Ooh, see, there's a clump at the bottom. It's like dripping, so I have to put it on the edge. Otherwise, it makes a huge clump. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 hump again towards the top. And diagonal it down. Oh, see? See. I didn't wait long enough for this nail to dry. So you know what I'm going to do now? Now I'm going to wait. As I'm waiting, I could put this. See, look, this got clumped. I don't know if you can really see it, but it got clumped. So I'm going to put this on the other hand. This is to make sure it stays on longer. This is the hand that's done. Make sure you put it on lightly on the hand that got the heart, because you don't want it to clump. I mean, you don't want it to, like, drip. Like, it could smear if it's not dry enough. Mine was dry enough, so it didn't smear when I put it on. So this hand's done and it's all nice. Okay, so now I think it's ready to put on, or whatever it's called, you know. Put on. See, drip, it's dripping, so I'm gonna put it up. Dripping again. It keeps dripping. So now I'm gonna have to redo this hand because it kept dripping. That's not annoying, actually, it's very annoying, you know. But what you would do is, okay, so you take this and you put the hump towards here and you diagonal down. And then you put the hump towards the other side and you diagonal down. Basically the same thing. Sorry guys, I mean if you want to wait for me you can because my nails are drying. This is just a bad video. Do you ever have it when like you go to the nail salon and like you do your nails and you smudge them in the car and then you feel stupid walking back in? It's just like, oh, I kind of smudged my nails. Can you redo them? And you just feel like stupid because it's like you just did their nails and you like dried them, but you don't totally dry them. I mean, I don't know anyone that totally dries their nails. You could be waiting there for like 2 hours, no, like an hour and a half, and that's just way too long. I mean, I don't have that much patience. Look at my nails. I mean, that happens to me all the time. I go in and then I'm just like, wow, I smudged my nails. Do you want to do it for me again? And like, some people, they charge you to do it again. I mean, that's just stupid. It's just... Okay, so now you take your Hurricane White, go like that. Okay. Whoa, what is that? Do you see that? You can't see it. There's like a big thing. Okay, so do the 1 hump. That was a fat heart. Sometimes if hearts are fat, like this is the fat side. See? Okay, you can color that heart in. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I don't feel like redoing it. So what you just do is you don't color it in, you just like lightly blend it in. Go insane. Go. Does anybody like the song? You know, this place is... Backseat. We get what we want. So, okay, I finished both sides, and now I'm gonna lightly paint it in. So this one's a painted in heart, and the other one's opened. Okay, so that's your heart there. It's painted in because I made a huge side. So instead of redoing the nail, if you make by accident a big thing with this, because sometimes they don't come out skinny, you can just color it in. So, you know, that one's not colored in, this one is, doesn't really matter. So basically this is what it should end up looking like. And when you're done, you close these up. Please don't spill it on your mom's stuff. I guarantee you she's not gonna like it. It stains. Now you take this. Actually, close this first. And you put it on. The finger with the heart should always be the last finger to put the clear coat on because otherwise it smudges. I'm so mad pro with this. Okay, so be careful when you put it on now. I can see mine's too wet, so I'm not gonna put it on, but I'll put it on later. After you're done with that, you just take this, and you can take like a Q-tip and you just go around and you take off all the extra stuff you don't need. I hope you enjoy the video. Bye.